Alright, what's up, people? What's up, collective? I have a channeled message here straight from the source. So here we go. Here's the message that came through. I'm going to perform it back to you. It's about pride. Oh, I have an abundance of that. Here's what I've learned about it, brothers and sisters. Pride is the most powerful tool. But when it breaks, when it fails, it has a tendency to go off like a grenade. See, here's the thing. God always will eventually break your pride like a grenade. Now, if these are the rules, and now we see how it manifests in this reality, in this space, and, it comes in two flavors. You got your feminine energy. If you have the feminine energy in abundance, you get dyed hair, opinions, and probably a shit ton of cats. And if you're a boy, well, you either become a soldier and become a weapon of the state, or you become a terrorist. Mass shooter, Unabomber, that sort of deal. Well, what I'm seeing here, truly, is the alchemy for manifestation. We can use pride as a fuel, like a power source. It's motivation. It's determination. It's like the engines in a car, like a car piston, right? It applies the pressure, right? That's the word we're all hearing these days subconsciously, the pressure needed to change the scenery. And if you think of your life like a movie you're in, then scenery, the scene of the movie we are all in, it provides the pressure needed to change the scene. And if you see yourself as a character in a book, maybe you're more narrative focused, maybe you like reading, maybe you're old school like that, sipping your fucking tea, right? Because you're a witch. Well, then if it's a book, then this is the turning of the page of the book. And the explosion, the collapse, is the reset. And that's no surprise there. Pride is basically ego. And I would know all about that, wouldn't I? No one's ego is bigger than a space lord mother like me. Because I'm a genetic freak. And I'm not normal. So the explosion resets the piston of the machine so it can turn the page, change the scenery, change the movie scene. This is the way of breaking our own patterns and loops, and potentially also society's. But it's also very costly, depending on the actions you take during your explosion. The cosmic key is the anger. When you feel it rise, that's when you play Bomb Squad. That's when you defuse your own fucking grenade. You gotta learn to hold that pin. You gotta be like Santa Claus, right? Remember, Santa Claus didn't always just give gifts. Back in the day, if you were a fucking asshole child, Santa Claus gave you coal. I had an aunt that had a piece of coal that she got once for Christmas. That was the real shit. Love you, Aunt Joanne. So, remember, think like Santa Claus. Why does he give just a simple lump of coal? That's because the kid's fucking assholeness angered Santa so much that he held onto that hot coal in his hand and let it burn. took all the heat away and then deposited it as a gift, being, hey, I took the heat for you. So when you learn to hold in that pin, when you learn to defuse your own fucking grenade, when you learn to hold that hot coal in your hands and you let it burn, and you learn to let it grow cold in your hands, and you learn to endure, you'll find, actually, that it seals the wound. The emotional wound. The burning, the pain heals it over. It scabs it. You see, God knows what's best for us. And if we pridefully say we really want something, yeah, God, you could also say the universe, it's whatever you prefer. We're all talking about the same thing, the one above all, the one holding the cosmic championship title, the God above gods, who I have to say doesn't really care if the lesser deities exist or fuck off or go paint the sky rainbows. So the pagans are cool, but they're still the one above all. The one above all. And he will provide. But changing who we are to get the thing that we want, well, that requires God to do a little surgery on your spirit, on our spirits. And look, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what to tell you. I can just tell you from my own experience, yeah, it fucking hurts. It's surgery without anesthesia. Maybe the old man doesn't believe in numbing the pain before he cuts. Or maybe that's just the cost of doing business. Maybe it has to hurt to mean something. But common sense is, we all want our lives to mean something. And I'm going to sum this up by speaking the words of the great Luna Vachon, one of the most quintessential female professional wrestlers before professional wrestling for women was really a thing. She was the female professional wrestler personified, and she said, "In a world full of butterflies, it took guts to be a caterpillar." And that is spiritual wrestling promo wisdom. That is big Austin 316 energy I'm throwing at you, collective. And y'all either deal with that or grow up. I love being right.